EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch out!
Carr going to throw right away. He's got his man. It's White. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
29.
Throwing now is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On second down, they'll run with White. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his car on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence, he's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive starts with a run by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On the return, here's Agnew. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From midfield now, Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a toss right side with White. And only able able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into the...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Jaguars at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Lawrence heads off, and Ryan Santoso, the field goal unit, on now for the Jacksonville field goal try. Up and good for Santoso.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. 808. It's good. Raider 2. 93.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Moreau here.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Carr going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chad Muma in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Carr. He hits Adams, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, 7:34. It's right.
Here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, it's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Take it at the 37. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
694. 618. 93. 94. 29. 29.
On 1st down, Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
637. 808.
Carr. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1st down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is taken in at the 5.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use
yeah.
in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They run the draw play. This is White. Room here to run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him going right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On play action, now Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Card out a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Lawrence, he'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, ready? Hey, you.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third and long, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. ETN up the middle, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you...
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game.